Who says you can't have restaurant quality food at home? And if you're like me and shrimp and grits is one of your favorite dishes to order out, then give the Italian version, shrimp and polenta, a try. So stay tuned, I'm going to show you just how easy it is to make restaurant quality food at home. Alrighty, how many of you out there like shrimp and grits? Raise your hands. I see a lot of hands. I do too. It's one of my favorites, and if it's on the menu, I'm all over it. But guess what? I'm not making shrimp and grits. I'm going to make an Italian version, my Italian version, and it's going to be shrimp and polenta. So how are we going to do this? First of all, I've got my easy polenta over here. We'll get the polenta started. And then, because this is going to cook really fast, then I'm going to get my shrimp going. And into my shrimp, I got some herbs here. I had some fresh oregano, some fresh thyme, some fresh basil, some chopped parsley. I got some frozen peas. I've got some red and green pepper and some onion, julienne. 2 cloves of garlic that I've minced up, and I've got 10 grape tomatoes that I've cut in half. So that's what goes into it. First up, polenta. Easy polenta. I've got a half a cup of my instant polenta. I've got 2 cups of water. I'm going to put a dash of salt in there, a little drizzle of olive oil, get that to a rolling boil, add my polenta into the pot. Cook it for 3 minutes and then turn it off and let it sit for another 5. Okay, my water is just to a boil. I'm going to put in about a teaspoon of salt, a little drizzle of olive oil. In goes my polenta. Slowly pouring that in, giving it a constant stir. And we're going to cook this for 3 minutes. Now I have it set on high heat right now. Once it starts to thicken up, I'm going to drop the heat down because I don't want this splattering up on me. In fact, we're going to drop it down right about now. Alrighty, so we're right at the end of my 3 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and drop in 3 tablespoons of butter. Give this a little stir. Put the top on, turn off the heat, and set that aside for 5 minutes. Alright, now on to the main act. Let's get this shrimp concoction going. The first thing I'm going to do is add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and I'm going to go ahead and add about 2 tablespoons of butter. Let this melt together. So now I've added my cherry tomatoes because I want to really break these down. These are going to create my sauce. So we'll let these saute probably for about 2 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and throw our herbs in here, and I'm throwing the stems and all in here. I'll just pull the stems out later. Whatever falls off the stem will be nice. Alright, we'll let that go. Alright, now I'm going to go in with my peas so I can let them cook a bit. In with our peppers and onion. At this point here, I'm just going to go in with a couple twists of salt and pepper. Not too much salt. There we go. Oh, this is smelling fantastic. At this point here, I'm going to go ahead and make a little well in the middle. Looks like it's still got enough oil going on there, so I'm going to throw my garlic in. And let that saute a bit. And actually, give it a little more olive oil there. Looking good. Get this little turn here. We'll let this go for about another minute. All right, so we're looking pretty good. But what I want to do is I want to take my veggies off, set them to the side, because they're almost cooked. Now I'm going to go in and get my shrimp going and saute these off about 2/3 to 3/4 done. I've got about a ½ pound of shrimp in here. And 1 more tablespoon of butter. We'll let them go. Alright, so these shrimp have been going for about 1.5 minutes, and you can see they're getting a little pink around the edges there. That's indicating it's time to turn these over, and look at the nice browning on that shrimp. These are going to be perfect, I can guarantee it. That one doesn't want to turn. There we go. Alright, about another minute. Alright, these are almost done, so I'm going to take these off, set them aside, and I got some nice little browning in the bottom there. That's all going to be flavor. We're going to use that with a little bit of our chicken stock to start to make a little sauce, and we will add our veggies to that. So I'm going to add that's probably about 1/3 cup of chicken stock. Now you could use white wine if you wanted to. Break this up, this fond on the bottom of the pan. And that's all flavor there. That's looking good. Oh my. Go back in with our veggies. And those tomatoes are breaking down really nicely. We'll let this go for about another minute. Alright, right about now, I've got my fresh basil here, and I'm just picking these off and ripping up a little bit. I don't need to chop this up. I'm just ripping the leaves up. Give that a stir. And that's thickening up nicely. Oh, mia Dio. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and pull my sprigs of my other herbs out. Got some nice flavor going on there. I can smell it from here. I think that's if I got one more in there. There we go. Get that out. Back with our shrimp. And we'll let that finish off. Alright, we're just about there. Last but not least, in with my chopped parsley. And bring this all together. That's got about 30 more seconds. Already, we're just about done here. This is looking great, smelling great. The polenta, that's looking good. Let me see. Oh yeah, nice and creamy. This is gonna be good. So, Italian version of shrimp and grits. Shrimp and polenta. So let me get this bowl set up. My landing zone there. Going with my shrimp. Oh. This smells so, I wish we had smell-o-vision going on. You're just gonna have to come over to my house. Some of those veggies on there. Alrighty. There she blows, matey. Italian style shrimp and grits. Oh no, shrimp and polenta. Alright, now it's time to go in and try this. I don't know if I want to try it. It looks like It looks really good, so I'm going in. All right, got some shrimp. We'll do the shrimp first. Perfect. Not overcooked. Has a little slight garlicky flavor to it. Onion, pepper. All those nice herbs that we put in there. Now I'm going to go in and get some of those veggies and some of that polenta. Pull this together. Perfect polenta. I don't have the bag right here, but it'll be down in my description. If you're looking for a quick polenta to make, you've got to try this. It comes out perfect every time. I've made it 3 times now. Haven't had it fail yet. And if you know polenta, you got to spend multiple minutes sitting there stirring so you don't burn it. This, easy peasy. Anybody can make it. So hey, if you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and right over here, go ahead and punch my logo. That makes it a lot easier for you to subscribe. So until next time, thanks, and we'll see you.